Do you know what your dog only does with you? Most dog owners want to believe they are their dog's favorite person. But when you actually watch your dog around other people, it can be hard to tell if you are really their number one, or if they just love everyone equally. Here are 7 rare things backed by real science that dogs only do with their favorite person. Number 7, the soft belly. You are sitting on the floor and your dog flops down beside you, rolls onto their back, and stretches out with their belly completely exposed. Their body is loose, their legs are relaxed. Their whole face looks like they just found the softest spot in the world. You probably assumed they were just asking for a belly rub. But have you ever thought about what your dog is actually doing when they show you their belly like that? The belly is one of the most vulnerable parts of a dog's body. It is where all their vital organs are, and in the wild, it is the part they would protect above almost anything else. Behavior research consistently shows that a truly relaxed belly display, with a loose body and soft expression, is one of the strongest trust signals dogs are capable of giving. It is not the same as an anxious rollover, where the dog is stiff and their tail is tucked, which is a submissive gesture, done out of fear. The trusting belly show comes with a wiggly body, a soft mouth, and eyes that are calm. And that difference matters because the trusting version is something your dog only does with people they feel completely safe around. They are not doing it for a treat or because you ask them to. They are doing it because in that moment, in that room, with you sitting there, they have no reason to protect themselves anymore. The next time your dog flops down and rolls over next to you, take a second before you rub their belly. Just look at how relaxed their body is. That is what full trust looks like. Number 6, the deep snore. Your dog is passed out on the couch beside you, snoring loudly with their legs twitching, completely dead to the world. You probably laughed at the sound and thought nothing of it. Then you remembered, you have never actually heard them snore that loudly anywhere else. Have you ever wondered why your dog sleeps like that with you, but not with anyone else? A 2025 polysomnography study published in the journal Animals actually tested this. Researchers monitored the sleep of family dogs in 2 conditions. Once with their owner in the room, and once with a friendly stranger in the room instead. The results showed a clear difference. Dogs fell asleep faster, had better sleep efficiency, and spent significantly more time in deep, non-REM sleep when their owner was present. When only a stranger was in the room, the dogs stayed lighter and never fully dropped into that deep, restorative sleep. Deep sleep is when a dog is at their most vulnerable. Their body is heavy, their reflexes slow, and they are not able to react quickly if something happens. So the fact that your dog only fully lets go into that state when you are around means their brain has decided you are safe enough to sleep through anything. The next time you hear your dog snoring loudly beside you, remember that sound is not just noise. It is what safety sounds like from their end. Number 5, the settle sigh. Your dog walks over, circles once or twice, and then flops down beside you with a big, audible exhale, almost like a person letting out a breath after a long day. You probably did not think much of it because they do it all the time. But have you ever noticed they do that sigh with you more than they do it with anyone else in the house? Veterinary behaviorists have documented this exact behavior for years. A deep sigh that comes right after a dog settles down, especially when their eyes go soft and their body relaxes, is one of the clearest signals of contentment they can give. It is not a random breath. It is a physiological reset that happens when a dog goes from being alert to being completely at ease. The context matters too. That sigh right after they lie down next to you means they were on some level tense or aware before, and now that they are with you, they can finally let go. Behaviorists differentiate this sigh from other kinds of sighs a dog can make. A frustrated sigh comes with a stiff body and open eyes. A stressed sigh comes with tense muscles. The contentment sigh comes with soft muscles, half-closed eyes, and a body that is sinking rather than tensing. Your dog does not exhale like that around everyone. They save it for the people they can actually rest around. So when you hear that sound, they are telling you something without saying anything at all. You are the place they get to stop being alert. The next time your dog flops down beside you and lets out that big breath, notice their face right after. If their eyes go soft and their body sinks in, that sigh was for you. Number 4, the quiet paw. You are sitting on the couch reading or watching TV, and your dog quietly rests their paw on your leg. Not tapping, not asking for anything, just resting it there like they wanted to keep a hand on you. You probably assumed they wanted food or attention. But if they were asking for something specific, they would keep pawing at you or use their eyes to communicate. This one is different. This is a paw that stays still. Research on the release of oxytocin between dogs and their people shows that physical contact between a bonded dog and their favorite person triggers the same hormone that bonds a parent to a child. It works in both directions. The dog gets a hit of it, you get a hit of it. And behavior specialists have observed that when dogs place a paw on their person without asking for anything, and their body is relaxed, and their eyes are soft, They are simply maintaining the physical connection because it feels good to them. It is the closest thing to a dog holding your hand. There is something else worth knowing about this behavior. Dogs are pack animals, and physical closeness is one of the main ways they communicate belonging. When your dog rests a paw on you, they are keeping themselves tethered to the person they belong to. It is a way of saying, I am here, and you are here, and I want to feel that connection right now. Your dog does not do that with everyone. They do not walk up to strangers and rest their paw on them for no reason. They do it with the person who makes them feel most at home in the world. The next time your dog rests a paw on you and does not ask for anything, take a beat and just let them keep it there. That is one of the quietest ways they know how to say something big. Number 3. The facing away. Your dog jumps up on the bed and instead of curling up facing you, they turn their back to you and settle in with their body pressed against yours. Some owners feel a little rejected by this, like their dog is turning away from them on purpose. But that position they are in is actually one of the biggest compliments they can give. Research on canine sleep positioning shows that when dogs sleep with their back turned to you, they are watching the door and the room while you cover the space they cannot see. It comes from their pack instinct. In a wolf pack, the members would sleep with their backs to each other so they could collectively watch the whole environment. When your dog turns their back to you, they are not shutting you out. They are giving you the direction they cannot watch themselves. They are trusting you to have their back while they watch the rest. Behavior specialists point out that this is one of the most commonly misunderstood dog behaviors. Owners see their dog turn away and interpret it as their dog being cold or distant. In reality, it is the exact opposite. A dog would never turn their back to someone they were unsure of. That position leaves them exposed, and no animal willingly leaves themselves exposed to a threat. That level of trust is something dogs only extend to the people they consider part of their inner circle. You do not turn your back on someone you are not sure of. You turn your back on someone you know will not let anything happen to you. The next time your dog curls up with their back to you, look at how their body is positioned. If they are relaxed and pressed against you, they are not ignoring you. They are guarding half the room while asking you to guard the other half. Number 2. The quiet check-in. You are having a hard day and you are sitting alone in a room trying to process it. You have not called your dog, you have not made a sound. But then quietly, without any fanfare, they walk in and just sit near you, not asking for anything, not looking for a treat, just showing up. You probably wondered how they knew, especially when you had not made any noise at all. A study by researchers Custance and Mayer tested exactly this. They had people either pretend to cry or hum a quiet tune and observed how dogs responded. Dogs approached the crying person significantly more than the humming person, and they did it in a slow, gentle, careful way. Not excited, not playful, almost reverent. And this response happened whether the crying person was their owner or a complete stranger. But there was a difference in how they showed up for their own person compared to a stranger. With their own person, they did not just approach and back away, they stayed. What makes this behavior rare is not just that dogs do it. It is that they do it on their own without being called, without being trained, and without any obvious cue that anything is wrong. Their empathy runs so deep that they are constantly reading you, and when something in you shifts, they respond. Your dog may not always know exactly what is wrong, but they can feel that something is off with you, and they respond by quietly appearing at your side. They do not have to be asked. They do not need a reason. They just come. The next time you are having a hard moment and your dog quietly shows up, let them stay. That is them doing the only thing they know how to do for someone they love. Number 1. The mirror. Something you may have never noticed is that when you are calm, your dog is calm. When you are keyed up, your dog is keyed up. When you finally relax on the couch at the end of a long day, they lie down at the same time. It happens so naturally that most owners never see it happening at all. You probably thought this was just coincidence, or that your dog was picking up on your body language in the moment, but researchers at Linköping University in Sweden actually studied this. They measured cortisol levels, the hormone your body produces under stress, in the hair of 58 dogs and their owners across several months. What they found was that dogs and their owners were synchronized over the long term. When owners had high stress levels sustained over time, their dogs did too. When owners were calm over time, their dogs were calm too. The pattern held across both summer and winter sample periods. The researchers described it as the first documented case of long-term stress synchronization between two different species. Think about what that means for a second. It is not just your dog reacting to your face or your voice on a given day. Their entire nervous system is tracking yours over weeks and months. When your life gets heavier, so does theirs. When it starts to lift, so does theirs. And nobody had to teach them to do this. It just happens because you are their person. So your dog is not just matching your mood in a single moment. They are living inside your emotional rhythm. When you finally rest, they finally rest. When you carry weight, they carry it with you. And you did not have to teach them any of this. It just happened because they made you their person. The next time you slow down at the end of a hard day, look over at your dog. There is a good chance they are already slowing down with you. So which one of these surprised you the most? Drop it in the comments and tell us your dog's name while you are at it. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.